我撳最答嘅。係咯，得唔得？唔係啊，佢插呢個呢個咪你頭先話試咗都係佢聲，個 PA 又冇。你會唔會冇咗佢？係。你有咪烏？哇！阿咪咁犀利嘅你，聽你講啊，有。林 Sir 係咪都係我走咗？林 Sir 係佢 quit 咗林 Sir。就嗰陣係啦，等林 Sir 再呢個。好，林 Sir 要隆重再登場。有個佢換嘅件衫嚟嘅，可能係啊。頭先特別喺度，我哋一知啊，我哋一知。喺演唱會嚟。好問十幾個方面。哇！你真係啊，真係啊！唉，你都真係。一直過，係啲呢個望高敏感嘅意思，其實係呢個個穩陣，呢個穩陣。唔係我都唔好。譬如你睇下幫手，咁樣大聲啲講，用唔用呢種嘅話？係先。大兩蚊。應該用呢部機咁駁咗個喇叭嚟，係啊，駁咗喇叭，係。我上嚟就開始啦。好多人一齊入去，唔係就一個人，我係一拎嚟嘅。係啊，即係之後就所以如果咪成站人做嗰個知啦，啲知人就聽，知道。OK 啦，因為嗰個咩？我未呢度嘅，其實佢都有嘅。哦，識飛上面係。
聽唔到？聽唔到？
聽到。
OK， 咁我
We have a quorum is met here, so you may deliver us an opening speech.
Okay, so fellow engineering alumni and friends, both inside the Hong Kong Federation of Youth Groups of Buildings and online, good evening, time flies. And welcome to the Hong Kong U Engineering Alumni Association 48th Annual General Meeting of Session 2021 to 2022. You may be surprised to learn that I am chairing this AGM in an online manner. Yes, you are right. I have been classified as a close contact of a COVID case, and today is day 4 of my long home quarantine period. So far, my RAT results are all negative. Now, as a new normal, due to the persistent COVID-19 pandemic, we continue to conduct the AGM this year through Facebook Live with the executive committee as well as other members at this building where the AGM is being held. And as confirmed by Ken, the total number of persons present now has reached 30 and a quorum is met. I declare the AGM open. The agenda of this meeting is shown on page 2 of the AGM booklet. Now let me invite Engineer Ken Chen, Vice President, Administration and Finance, to facilitate us to go through the agenda items. Ken, please.
Thank you, President. The agenda of this meeting is also shown on the screen, covering mainly 6 items with an AOB item at the end. After our AGM, we would like to take the occasion to host the Graduate Mentor Scheme GMS Inauguration Ceremony 2022 by sharing a GMS video. Let's start with item number 1. The first item is to receive and adopt the minutes of the 47th Annual General Meeting held on 30 July 2021, which are stamped as page 3 to page 5 of the AGM booklet. For your information, there were 35 live members joined the AGM in person last year at the same venue here. May I have the proposal for the last minute? Thank you, Ivan. Anyone with the seconder? Thank you, Raymond. Great to Ivan. Please have recording proposal and seconder in the minutes. The minutes is adopted. Thank you. The next item is to receive the President's Annual Report of Hong Kong U Engineering Alumni Association Section 2021 to 2022. The detailed report is shown on page 6 to page 13 of the AGM booklet. May I invite President Nam to present the report. President Nam, please.
Thank you, Ken. Fellow alumni and friends, actually another year is going to pass us very soon. I have been given an exceptional privilege to serve the association as the president for two consecutive years, all under this once-in-a-lifetime pandemic. During the past 2.5 years, I had a full and deep understanding on a term, which is a common term, called fatigue, which each and every one of us should learn in year 1 of our Hong Kong U engineering study. We experienced 5 waves of pandemic attacks so far, with some breathing space in between. Whenever each wave ended, we had a feeling that the pandemic would ultimately be over. But later on, another wave came, and we had to struggle very hard to survive time and again. Fatigue could easily erode our confidence. But as an engineering student or graduate, we should be better than others to handle the problem related to fatigue, because we learned another term called resilience roughly at the same time we encountered fatigue in our year 1 curriculum. It is the resilience of mankind that drives us to survive after numerous natural disasters and wars after wars throughout the 5,000 years of civilization. Resilience is always inborn in the DNA of human beings, in particular inside engineers. So despite the serious effect of COVID-19 in the past 2.5 years, the wonderful team of the XCOM of different terms, driven by our passion and resilience, try our best to organize functions and events whenever there are breathing space. For the past year, let me share some highlights and achievements with all of you in this building, as well as those online. Our support to students is always consistent to facilitate their learning and all-round development in their creativity, communication, and career. As a succession of the past, we continued to organize the GMS, Graduate Mentor Scheme. With the alumni's devoted participation this year, we successfully matched 29 mentors to 59 mentees. We received positive feedback over the years from these privileged mentees that they had been enlightened and inspired by the mentors under their guidance and had become better equipped to face the challenge ahead because of the GMS. Not only students knew more about the society and industry through their mentors, but they also learned how to plan their career between work and life. Mentors also gained a lot of fresh insights by interacting with their young mentees over coming generation gap. To assist our Hong Kong youth students in their career development, we organized a career talk on job seeking skills and also a mock interview workshop on 20th of November last year for 43 final years students interviewed by experienced alumni from 11 organizations. Senior executive and human resources experts from an international consultancy corporation share with students not only writing skills and interview techniques, but also career planning and the way to develop positive relationship with seniors and colleagues. For the mock interview, students' performance was evaluated by interviewers with constructive feedbacks so as to excel their necessary technique. Also, we continue to offer the Hong Kong HKUEAA scholarship to our engineering students. 3 students who displayed leadership qualities and committed in community affairs have been awarded a scholarship of 15,000 each. To enrich technical exposures to members, we organize a series of technical visits to the infrastructure projects, including Central Kowloon Road, Zhang Guan O desalination plant, and Sa Tau Kok sewage treatment works in 2021. For the past 4 decades, Hong Kong HKUEAA has built strong ties with our alumni, Hong Kong U and its Faculty of Engineering. To strengthen the alumni network, a total of 44 advisors from both private and public sectors, as well as over 79 class representatives, but from different years have been appointed to propagate alumni news and engage members from respective organizations in the industry and peer groups. With the continuous support, we can do more for the well-being of the students and alumni. We are also very grateful to our supporting organizations, sponsors, and donors who have supported unfailingly to our work and development year on year. Hong Kong HKUEAA Annual Dinner has been a golden opportunity to unite our alumni similar to the previous years. The 44th Annual Dinner received overwhelming support and response from the industry. Regrettably, this long-awaited and well-prepared gathering was cancelled due to the arrival of the 5th wave of COVID-19 pandemic. Still, I would like to thank the organization committee for their great work to make the event happen and to resume this much anticipated annual gathering by the end of this year. Last but not least, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to the wholehearted, wonderful, and talented team of all executive committees members, teams of special advisors, organizing committees, and student helpers for their unreserved support and invariable contribution to organize various activities, even under the difficulties in the midst of the pandemic. Looking ahead, we are all 1 year older. I trust our Hong Kong U engineering alumni will treasure what Hong Kong U has given them and have the wisdom to plan how to contribute to the community and the university in their own way. All in all, Hong Kong HKUEAA is the core that can unite and bond all alumni together. Thank you.
Any comments or queries on the President's report? If no, we can vote by showing hands for adopting the President's report. Members who are in favor, please raise your hand. With the overwhelming support, the President's report is regarded as adopted by all live members present at the AGM after a vote. Next, we will go to agenda item number 3. To receive the statements of account of HKUEAA session 2021 to 2022, please see pages 14 to 27 of the AGM booklet. I would like to pass the time to our Honorary Treasurer, Engineer H.Y. Chen, to report the financial details of both HKUEAA and HKUEAA Education Foundation Limited accounts. H.Y., please.
Thank you, Ken. Good evening. I would like to give you a brief account of our of the two association, and for details you can refer to look at. First, for HKUEAA, for the last year, the income is 40,000, which mainly which come from the entrance fee for the 46th annual dinner and the sale of net ties, and the expenditure is 311,000, and the hotel deposit and the production house cost for the annual dinner contribute major part of the expenditure, and the surplus for the last year is 271,000, and the members fund plus a general reserve fund is 246,000. So it is a positive value. And as at last week, on 22nd of July, we have further 24,000 expenditure and making the members fund become 222,000. That's for the EAA. And then I will go to, there's no question for the account, and I will go to the foundation. For the last year, foundation, there is not much income. That's the $2.8 is from the interest, and we have made the donation to the Hong Kong EA for the faculty scholarship, and also sponsoring the Engine Society activity, so making this major 70,000 for the expenditure, and the surplus for last year is 78,000, and the members fund plus general reserve fund is 478,000. And as the 22nd of July, and for this new year, we have received donations from companies and individuals, which at a sum of 210,000, and the expenditure is 500, and there is a positive value for this new year. There is 209,000, and this and then the members fund and general reserve fund is 688,000. That's the account of the foundation.
Thanks to you. Are there any comments or queries on the financial statements? If no, may I have the proposer for the statements presented by AU? Seconder? The statements of accounts are considered adopted. We will now go to agenda number 4, to appoint external auditor of HKUEAA section 2022 to 2023. We propose to continue appointing Chen Yang & Co. as our external auditor, who has been serving as our auditor for more than 10 years, and they have kindly accepted our invitation to be our external auditor again this year. May I have the proposal for appointing Chen Yang & Co. as our external auditor? Thank you, H.Y. Would anyone like to be the seconder? I announce that Chen Yang & Co. will be our external auditor for coming sessions. The next item is to elect the executive committee members of HKUEAA for section 2022 to 2023. We have 17 members proposed to sit at the cabinet, subject to the results of voting. There is one new member, while 16 members have expressed their willingness to stay, together with 2 ex-official members. Let me introduce them one by one. I am delighted to introduce to you Engineer Eric Pang, JP, Director of Electrical and Communications, to sit as the President. Engineer Lam Sai Pong, GBS, JP, Secretary for Transport and Logistics, will be the immediate past President. Engineer Alex Wong, Director, Transmission. DLP Power Hong Kong Limited will stay as the Vice President, Alumni Affairs. Engineer Barry Sun, Divisional General Manager, Projects, MTR Corporation Limited, will be the Vice President, Event and Program. Engineer Johnny Chan, Principal Assistant Secretary, Development Bureau, will stay as the Vice President, Student Affairs. Engineer Ken Chan, Senior Vice President, Tanget Smart Energy Company Limited, will stay as the Vice President, Administration and Finance. Mr. Ivan Jie, Senior Manager, Customer Business Support, Hong Kong Electric, will stay as the Honorary Secretary. Engineer H.Y. Chen, Senior Engineer, Drainage Services Department, will stay as the Honorary Treasurer. And the following 8 Executive Committee members will continue serving HKUEAA in the coming session. They are Engineer Abraham Lee, Chief Engineer, Electrical and Mechanical Services Department. Engineer C.S. Leung, Head of System Operations, Hong Kong Electric. Engineer Eva Kong, Capital Works, Chief of Staff, MTR Corporation Limited. Mr. Jimmy Zhang, Manager, Projects, Sino-Land Company Limited, who is absent today. Engineer Kevin Wong, General Manager, Technical Support, Airport Technology. Engineer Peter Ho, Engineer, Highways Department. Engineer Y.M. Chen, former Chief Engineer, Civil Engineering and Development Department. And Ms. Shelton Zhang, Engineer, Hong Kong. They will continue to be our Executive Committee members. This year, we will have one new Executive Committee member. He is Engineer Joe Nip, Senior Design Manager, Civil, MTR Corporation Limited. Together, we have 2 ex-official members who are the Dean of Faculty of Engineering, Professor David Swallows, and the Chairman of Engineering Society of Hong Kong U, Mr. Kevin Lam. We are also very much appreciated our special advisors. They are Engineer C.K. Mack, GBS JP, Engineer Albert Chan, BBS, Engineer Paul Poon, and Engineer Alex Guan. Fellow members, can we get a show of hands in support of our proposed cabinet? Every member in favor, please raise up your hand. President Lam, would you like to say something to us?
Thanks, Ken. We have overwhelming support from live members on this proposal after votes. Thanks for your vote. Congratulations to the new cabinet of the Executive Committee members of Hong Kong UEAA session 2022-2023. We would also like to show our great appreciation to the Executive Committee members who will step down in the coming session. They are Engineer Raymond Choi and Engineer Mandy Leung. May I appeal for a big round of applause to them? We believe firmly that we have a strong team and a good mix of senior distinguished Executive Committee members with enthusiastic, passionate and talented alumni to bring the association to a new height.
Thank you, President. The next item is to appoint the honorary legal advisors of Hong Kong UEAA session 2022-2023. We would like to continue to appoint Engineer Vincent Lee and Engineer Wai Kip as our honorary legal advisors to advise our association on legal aspects. We are delighted that both Engineer Lee and Engineer have accepted our invitation. May I have the proposer? Thanks. How about seconder? Thanks, Simon. The opponent is considered adopted. The last item is the AOB. Would anyone like to raise any items for discussion?
So there's no AOB item, right? I declare the ending.
President, there's one.
Oh, there's one.
I wish to propose thanks, a hopes of thanks for our outgoing president, engineer, SHM, DBS JP, for his leadership for our alumni association for 2 years. That is a remarkable, well, challenging 2 years. And despite all the difficulties, we have gone through a lot of challenges and the hurdles for the achievement in the past 2 years. We wish to thank Engineer Lam, our president, for his remarkable contributions to the association.
So thank you, Eric. Thank you. Any other AOB items?
No.
No. There's no AOB item, and I declare the ending of the AGM. Thank you very much for your participation. Thank you.
Thank you, President Lam. This evening, we would like to take the occasion of AGM to host the GMS Graduate Mentor Scheme Inauguration Ceremony 2022. Thus, welcome to all of our mentors and mentees joining us here and online. Now, let's kickstart the ceremony with a short video clip about GMS.
對於我哋嗰啲叫 mentor 啊嗰啲啦，即係年長一流嗰啲啦，會年輕化啲啦，即係會感覺即時會減輕10年至到20年㗎啦咁樣。知道啲學生仔諗嘅嘢好重要嘅，你日常工作好少直接同呢啲咁後生嘅同事傾偈㗎啦。咁如果同佢咧，就會另一個角度知佢哋諗乜嘢啊。
人與人溝通咧，你好少會有機會同啲比較 senior 啲嘅人溝通咧，即係你講嘢可能會覺得哇好緊張啊，應該同佢講咩咧？好驚講錯嘢啊 ！EAA 有啲咁嘅機會令到我成長，就係喺溝通上面啦，同埋同人相處咧，就有一個好大嘅進步。
與其係話阿 Sir 俾多啲嘢喺我話我點樣去 engineering 發呢條路，而係我喺做嘢待人接物上面，係咪可以有新嘅一個觀點去觀察成件事咁樣？
嗰時候嚟退休嘅時候咧，我覺得好空虛嘅時候咧，佢哋教我食嘢，咁所以變咗我都好開心啊！
我最難忘咧就係上年年尾我哋要去行山，咁而嗰次咧亦都係好得意，係非常凍嘅一個朝早嘅，咁但係我哋都堅持住一定要去，因為呢個我哋一個傳統，我覺得呢個係大家即係堅持一個咁嘅聚會，大家一定要見到大家，咁我覺得呢一個係好難忘啦。
通常我中意捉埋佢哋一齊出嚟傾下讀書做成點啊，做嘢做成點啊，大家交流下。我通常都一班叫出嚟嘅，咁開心啲。
我通常當 mentor 咧係樹窿嚟嘅，我之前突然間發現，咁多細路仔喎，好擔心啊，同屋企人講就死硬㗎啦，同朋友講就驚俾人恥笑啦，一定講父親節快樂嘅呢啲。咁呢個時候一定要揾啲咩啲商量下點樣搞啫，點樣處理呢啲題。咁呢啲其實有好多 topic 咧，好多學生啦，必經階段啦，或者成長嘅必經階段啦，都會係有啲嘢唔知同邊個人講，或者點樣去講。咁一啲 senior 嘅人咧，其實係可以幫你分擔呢啲咁嘅 topic 嘅。
Mentee 要主動啲咯，咁多年都係啲 Mentee 一啲啲啦，有啲好主動，有啲唔主動。不過我個形式就係一大班人咧，佢哋都會帶隔離嗰個主動啲，同埋我估佢哋都間唔中會自己有聯絡㗎啦，佢哋都搞多啲活動咯。
主動啲啦，好似今日咁樣，我哋打保齡球，咁之前未試過嘅，咁我之外，打咗幾多局喎？
唔係碌碌下嘅喎。
係咯。
如果譬如未裝做 mentor 或者咧，我覺得喺呢個嘅，尤其是呢個可能就嚟退休嗰啲，係一度好多時喺度都有啲免費單時間嘅。通常嚟講，呢啲先開始譬如揾嘢做啦，又要揾到錢啦咁樣咧，就得閒無事喺度睇下我哋嘅嘢。咁第二樣嘢咧，就係你以前即刻喺心裏邊啲理想啊、不滿啊，咁有兩個人、幾個人可以同你分享啊，唔知你嘅分享落去咯，單方面逐住接受咁都好開心嘅。
Thank you, our mentors, Alex, W, and Matthew for sharing their experience in the GMS program. Next, the Dean of Faculty of Engineering of Hong Kong U, Professor David Sporowitz, and the Chairperson of the Engineering Society, HKUEAA, Mr. Kelvin Lam, have also prepared a short speech to share with us today. Please.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's my great pleasure and honor to be invited to speak at the inauguration ceremony of the Graduate Mentor Scheme. When the mentorship scheme was first launched in 2000 by the HKU Engineering Alumni Association and the Engineering Society of HKUSU, it pioneered the HKU engineering generations. It has become a marvelous, exciting annual event for our students. Over the past 20 years, it served as a bridge between mentors and mentees, providing an interactive platform for exchanging experience and knowledge. Being a mentor is meaningful in educational work. You serve as a beacon for our students. By sharing your experience, knowledge, and skills as the mentees, you contribute to your alma mater. Your connection not only helps your mentees to be successful in their academic studies, but also in their careers and lives, betterment of our society. As a mentee, you have a precious opportunity to participate in a range of activities that will broaden your horizons, network with Hong Kong best alumni, hone your communications and interpersonal skills, and enrich your HKU engineering experience. It is often said that great achievements are possible when you stand on the shoulders of giants. It is our pleasure and opportunity to introduce you to your first personal giants, your mentors, and provide you with non-praise to our distinguished alumni. Learning is a two-way street. Mentees are motivated to think innovatively and critically. It is vital for their growth in this ever-changing world. Mentors, in turn, are stimulated by both novel mentee ideas and connected to the hearts and minds of the next generation who follow in the walkways hewn by previous generations. We are grateful to all our alumni joining us today and for the part they play in nurturing our next generation. Your guidance and advice will help this distinguished group of students cultivate their interest, contextualize the disciplinary studies, and lead them into the future. I eagerly anticipate the success of the mentorship scheme, and am confident that its legacy is remains. Contributions from our dedicated alumni, the HKU Engineering Alumni Association, and the Engineering Society of HKUSU are highly appreciated. We work together, we grow together, and enable the future together. Thank you very much.
Good evening. I'm the chairperson of the Engineering Society HKUSU with you. It is my pleasure to welcome you here to the inauguration ceremony of the Graduate Mentor Scheme. On behalf of the Engineering Society HKUSU, I would first like to express our sincere thank you to the HKU Engineering Alumni Association for cooperating with us in organizing such a meaningful event. For many years, the Graduate Mentor Scheme has been a bridge between alumni and current engineering students. For mentors to share experiences with help mentees with engineering festival and even gain insight on engineering. Our 15th year is growth. We have kept through Graduate Mentor Scheme. Mentors and mentees can develop relationships more than just learning and teaching. The two companions says we have each other influence in the journey of lives. The children who get from members and kids can be members from this game. Once again, I will send everyone to the information service. Which of you is so joyful you? Thank you.
Thank you, David and Kelvin, for their speech to us. To conclude our ceremony, may we now invite President Nam to deliver his speech. President Nam, please.
Thank you for joining the inauguration of GMS 2022. On behalf of the Hong Kong HKUEAA, I would like to express my gratitude to all your supports to this meaningful program. With our extensive network of Hong Kong U engineering alumni and friends, we gather a wealth of renowned and socially experienced mentors. Though we may come from different disciplines, we have the same heart and passion to share our knowledge with Hong Kong U engineering students and passing on the torch through generations. This year's theme of GMS is growth. This is particularly meaningful as we are still at the era of the pandemic. We believe that mentors and mentees can both be benefited from the mentorship program. With mentors' advice, mentees can learn from the valuable experience of mentors, and also establish and expand social networks prior to starting a career. At the same time, mentors can also learn from our young generation about fresh minds and get inspired by their new ideas. We hope that the mentorship program will not be limited by time horizon. It can be a lifelong friendship by connecting various generations to brighten the engineering industry and for the betterment of our society. Let's start a new journey for all of us connecting and growing together. Thank you.
Thank you, President. Once again, thank you our alumni, mentors, and mentees for joining us today. I wish all of you could develop a lifelong and meaningful mentor-mentee relationship. On behalf of GMS, I declare the ending of the ceremony. Thank you, and see you all in next occasions.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
開第一條，跟住之後就開新一屆2022